Good evening. Hello.
Hey, Brandon, before we get started, my guest is on to share
Oh,
her story. Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do the my video.
Fantastic.
Is it
I
on?
recognize that last name. It's from my hometown. I remember there's
Yep.
not too many
Val,
people.
I don't see you. You should
I
be able
know.
to just hit the video. It looks like a video.
Yeah, usually it pops up and it is not.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the huddle. We'll give everybody a few minutes to get settled in. I know some of you guys may were over the 8 o'clock that we just did. Um, and good to see you guys over here as well. As usual, if you are a guest here, oh, how did that happen? Okay, there was a little bit of an echo. And by the way, I spent a lot of money on Wi-Fi again last week. For those that know my Wi-Fi troubles, we had a guy in here last week. It's holding up so far for the last 30 minutes, so maybe it'll hold up for the next 30 minutes. Nevertheless, if you're a guest here, welcome to our huddle. You are now coming into a group, a Zoom with a group of entrepreneurs from all over, literally the world. They are from all over. We all have one common interest, and that is moving our families forward. We do that in a number of ways, but the number one most simple way that we do that is we increase our skill level, and when our skill levels improve, then the market pays us more money. And so we will be talking about products tonight that are improving people's health. We'll be talking about a company and a model that we have partnered with that allows us to really take advantage of this medical breakthrough. So excited for you guys to be here with us tonight. As you guys know, we like to start these out with wins for the week. Wins meaning um, not all day do you win. We have struggles. Everyone has struggles throughout the day, but this team is focused on moving forward. And the only way you're going to be moving forward is by looking forward and focusing on the things that you want to attract to your life. Okay. This isn't hocus pocus stuff. Okay. I mean, some people think, oh, this personal development stuff, this, I'm just going to think my way to a better life is just crazy nonsense. I think that's kind of crazy too. You're not going to just think your way to a better life. You got to move your feet and move your hands and move your lips. You got to work. Okay. But what's between your ears is important. All right. And I can illustrate that real quick. How many red cars did you guys see today? And some of you might not have seen any. But if I told you I would give you $100 for each red car you see tomorrow, I bet you guys would see some red cars tomorrow because you would be looking for them. So I want you guys looking for wins every day because if you don't look for wins, you're just going to focus on the bad stuff. That's just the nature of humans. So with that, we have a team full of people focused on the good stuff. The bad stuff's going to happen. Let's focus on the good stuff. Okay. So with that, I'd like for you guys to, either raise your digital hand, raise your physical hand, and let's hear some wins from last week. Who would like to share? And you can do it in the chat as well if you're a little shy. It's okay. Let's first hand up. Let's start with our rock star up in New York, Jenny Russick.
Okay. I had a fun afternoon and we just had her on our team meeting. Enrolled a new consultant today. Her background's in real estate and nutrition and teaching. She's had an incredible health issue with she and her hubby, and I'd like her to come on in a couple of weeks and be able to share her story with you guys because we're dealing with amputation, we're dealing with horrific skin infections for many years. And in 1 month on our Protandim and collagen, we're seeing massive changes. She came in enrolled today. She brought a prospect with her to sign up under her first customer. And she's got a second customer that we'll end up with tomorrow. However, we didn't get to sign up that customer because apparently there's a rule that once that you have to wait for 24 hours after somebody's process or order gets processed before they get their discount coupons to share.
Oh,
So we're waiting till tomorrow to get that to happen. But there's really happy news and exciting that somebody already has people signing up. So
Yeah, and the health issue. I mean, you're talking about that's big life issues right there. So to see
It's
some improvement
huge.
there is
It's
phenomenal.
huge, Brandon, and it's stories that all of us can use to share with other people because it's massive.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. That's not a little win, guys. That's a big win for the week right there for sure. Tori Hill.
So I have two wins, two shout outs. First for Amy. Amy and Sue had their very first meeting
I
at the
saw that.
spa, and it was a huge success. So shout out to them. And then a second shout out goes to Sabrina. Without getting into too much detail, Sabrina blew it out the park yesterday with someone trying to prospect her
Okay.
in a different company. And she blew my mind with her responses and how she handled it. And they have a meeting, a Zoom, I think tomorrow. So I just had to give those two shout outs.
That's awesome. You guys will get that in this profession. When people realize that you are in network marketing, um, guys, it's like we make such a there is so many people in network marketing. So many of your friends are in a company that you don't even know they're in. They just haven't told you. And the moment that you tell them, they're like, well, why don't you try my product? They'll try and flip you. So I can't wait to hear that story. Oh, by the way, a bad strategy is I'll use your product if you use mine. That's a bad strategy. I'm just telling you, that's a bad strategy. But that is phenomenal, Tori. I want to hear those stories. That's good. That's awesome. And yes, shout out. You guys give Amy some love. I saw those pictures, a live meeting. Give her some love in the chat because that's huge. That's a huge
Thank
accomplishment.
you. It was a good learning experience for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. But I saw
excited.
people there besides you, so you won because
Yeah, it was. It
my
was.
first
It was
meeting, no
good.
guest showed up.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, J-Lo, Jessica Paris.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Brandon. Actually, my shout out is going to go back to you for a second. Shout out for an awesome one-on-one that I had with a gentleman from Homa. So you kind of knew a little. You shared some experiences. He was pro on this, man. He wore his Saints hat. Hello.
Oh yeah.
I noticed that. That was product placement right there. That's good stuff. One of the things that he said, I'd love to get my hands on some of the stuff. So I went and I met him on Friday. First time I had met him in person anyway. So it was a great connection. He wants to have a follow-up meeting this week. So I'm looking forward to that. And we're just going to keep that conversation going. He's got a lot of moving parts, but we're going to put it out in the universe that he's going to be in our business soon. So
I
it's
think
all
so. I think so. Yeah, congratulations to you for doing that, guys. If you don't know what a chat is with validation, it's just where you get three people together on a phone call, or we got on a Zoom. Zoom's better than a phone call because you got eye contact. It's next level of communication. You can see body language. You can kind of tell if someone's telling the truth or not. Body language, kind of you can read between the lines, and you connect at a higher level. So I highly encourage all of you, if you got someone interested in the business, get someone in a Zoom with them from your team or outside of your team and let them tell their story. Let them tell the LifeVantage story and answer their questions. So well done, JLo. That was a fun one. That was good. Last hand I see. Oh, and I see in the chat, Robin Smith, you got a new consultant. That's fantastic. So congratulations there. Let's go to Holly Thomas.
Well, kind of funny. I'm going to ditto what J-Lo just said because I was going to do the same thing. I've got a new business partner, came into the business pack after doing a call with you. And J-Lo, get this, he's from Houma, Louisiana. Can you believe that? So, yes, love the third party validation. And Brandon, you always do such a great job. So excited to see him get
His
started.
name was Mike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mike was a doozy, but
Yep.
I've seen some of those. Mike may be on here tonight. I don't know,
Uh,
but
he and his wife are camping this week. So
okay.
he's
All
missing the
right.
calls this week, but he
Okay.
knows.
Well, this
Yes.
is recorded, so Mike, when you see this, you were a doozy, but hey, I'm a doozy. You and I, same blood, same cloth. We're from the same area, so it worked out really, really well. And I don't know what it is about Houma, Louisiana, but we have a pretty good run going right now. So I don't know. You guys, Tori and Amy don't want to hear this. Cheryl doesn't want to hear this, but maybe you guys should start recruiting all in Houma, Louisiana, because it's a hot spot right now.
I'm
Maybe you should.
wondering where these people are in Homa. I would like to see them.
I don't know either. So they
Yeah.
grab people I
Hey,
don't
fair
know.
warning, my guy lives in Tampa for the last 3.5 years. So he's
Oh,
home.
okay.
But he lived in Bayou Black for a while, and I know people in Bayou Black. So all right, so fun stuff, guys. Congratulations and all that. We're gonna um, kick this over to Tori Hill to introduce her guest that's here. A phenomenal story. So Tori, take it over.
Speaking of Homa, yeah, I got my girl here. I call her Val, but it's Valentine Verdance. She is, and guys, I have to give her a proper introduction. She is my supervisor for CASA, which is Court Appointed Special Advocate for Foster Kids. And she's been my supervisor for a year now, and we are very connected. She is fabulous. Can't ask for a better supervisor. But I have to share a little story because when we're together, we're talking about my cases. So there's not a lot of like it's a lot going on, and I never introduced her to this. There's a learning lesson there, guys. I never took the time to introduce until I put a post on Facebook and I put celebrating 15 years asthma free. And she saw it. I had no clue she was suffering with asthma. No clue. So she saw that, and we were in a Irish parade here in Homa, and she brought it up. And she's my new customer now. And I asked her to come on here and share what Protandem has done for her. And guys, very quickly. So Val, go ahead and unmute yourself. And I first have to tell you, thank you for doing this for us.
Yeah, of course. I made her go in front of the board, which she's a board member, and talk about her CASA case. So I
Yeah.
owed her.
So she owes me that favor, huh? Yeah, but Val, go ahead. We got you signed up that day when
We
we
did.
walked the parade and the product came in. So you just share a little bit about some things you were suffering with and some of the things you saw so quickly that Protanum was doing for you.
Try to be quick, but I am 41. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure at 19. At 20, I suffered from a carbon monoxide poisoning accident and I had heart damage, so my heart rate's low. And so I always had these issues. I was on 7 high blood pressure pills. I got down to 5. It was a lot. I was a guinea pig. I got poked, prodded, it was everything. Well, a few years ago, I thought I had a smoker's cough and I was getting out of breath. I couldn't breathe. And turns out it was asthma. We did all kind of tests. Turns out it was asthma. It wasn't heart related. It wasn't blood pressure. Um,
And you never smoked a day in your life,
I've
right?
never smoked. No, they said I have secondhand smoke. It's from secondhand smoke. I was like, I've never smoked a day in my life. There's 8 of us, and I'm the only one that got secondhand smoke. I have 7 siblings, so um, I try to do very natural things. Try to do what I can. I'm supposed to do a daily inhaler, and I have a rescue, and I don't like to use my daily, so I kept trying to do natural things. I like to drink tea. I like to do all these things. And I mean, I know there's a few from Homa. So y'all may know what a treater is, a treater. I'm named after my great grandma who was a treater. She made medicine. She delivered babies. So we like very natural things. Um, and then I saw, like Tori said, I saw her post. Well, in the office, it's a running thing. Tori looks great. Tori is amazing. She walks into the office and you feel it. And we always say, whatever Tori's on, I want to be on. I want to be whatever Tori's on. So when I saw her video about asthma, I'm like, Tori, I have to ask, what do you take? Because it's I'm struggling and I'm starting to use my daily again, and I don't like it. I don't like having to do a daily. I'm down to 2 blood pressure pills a day. So I don't like putting as much. And she told me about it. And when she said she named what was in it, and you open the bottle and you smell the natural things in it. And I make everybody smell it. I'm like, y'all smell this. It's milk thistle. It's, so I start naming what it is, which is, makes my little native heart beat faster. Um, so after one day, I felt a difference. Second day, I cut my grass. I didn't use my inhaler. I didn't take a break. I messaged Tori immediately because I was like, it's 2 days. I'm able to cut the grass without taking a break. I'm able to cut the grass without using my inhaler. And one weekend, I was able to reach my goal. It's a running joke, but when we're in court all the way on the third floor, you go up there, you have to sit down and take a break. That's been my goal for 10 years. And I achieved it 1 week into Pro Tandem. And it's I can't remember a lot of things. And I don't know if it's a Pro Tandem helping or what, but every single morning, the first thing I do after saying my prayers is take my Pro Tandem. And it's
Okay,
just
tell him
been
about walking to court.
yeah.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, that was my goal for 10 years. It was to climb to Judge Pickett's courtroom without feeling like I need to sit and catch my breath. I walked from my office, which is a quarter of a mile. I did it on my watch. Climbed all the way to his courtroom, climbed down, walked all the way back to my office, and it was completely fine. And that has been a 10-year goal. So it's just,
So
I keep telling
exciting.
everyone about it. I'm like, y'all need, and I told my coworker, as soon as I can afford to buy it monthly for you, I'm getting it for you. Because as someone who's been on medication more than half my life, and I can't wait to go to my doctor the next time so I can even wean off of possibly my blood pressure altogether. I don't know because it's hereditary, but definitely I haven't even been taking my anxiety medicine since I've started taking it. So.
Oh, that's another thing you told me. Yeah, your
Yes,
anxiety.
I am on anxiety medication. My heart rate is normal. And I feel it and I don't need to take a break. So
So is this a product you're going to stay on forever?
it is absolutely a product. And I said, if I never told you I love you, Tori, I have to tell you now.
Oh, I love you too, Val. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I
No
appreciate you taking the
problem.
time.
Alrighty.
That
Thank
was
y'all.
absolutely like, can we just end the Zoom now? Because anything I
Yeah.
say from this point forward is gonna not make this any better. It can't get any better than what was just shared. That's awesome. So as I said at the beginning, if you're a guest here, we try to move families forward. I think we've moved Val's life forward. I think this group, this mission has moved her forward. And I'm sure Tori has told you, Val, there are plenty of people who have suffered with asthma issues that have had tremendous results once they get activated, get the body healing itself, and then it cascades. That's the beautiful thing that if you guys are new to these activators, once the body heals one thing, it moves on to the next to heal. And it's phenomenal what happens when you reduce oxidative stress. The body can heal itself instead of staying in constant stress mode of trying to heal, whether it's asthma, mental, physical. It starts to be able to repair those things one at a time. And if for some of you guys that were on the 8 o'clock, we were talking about the slide with a product that people fall in love with and they use forever and ever. Well, there you go. That's proof all over again, right? That these are products that I've taken every day per tandem for 16 years. I've maybe missed a day or two there, but it was totally my fault because I just forgot. And there's other products now that and I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way, that we will not go a day without taking it for the rest of our life, regardless of business opportunity, whatever. Like, we're going to take these products for our own health. So thank you so much. And yeah, we got a little Homa thing, little Terrebonne Parish thing going on right now. So y'all might want to just get going down there. Anyway, so for the last couple of minutes, I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things that we're doing in the team and things that are coming up. First, this Saturday is our third Saturday of the month. The Build and Grow Blueprint Training that's designed, as we kind of jovially say, to help put an extra zero on your paycheck. Okay. But it's for real. Like, if you're making 100 and you want to make 1,000, that's the training you want to be on. We are going to release that again this Saturday. And we're doing that even though a lot of us are going to be in Las Vegas at the LifeVantage conference. And that's because twofold. We know not everyone is going to Vegas. We know all of you want to be there, but we know not everyone is going. So that doesn't change the fact that we have to continue to up level our skills and learn and grow, build and grow into this business, the Build and Grow Blueprint. So we're releasing it for that reason. Second reason, kind of a not spoken as much, but probably one of the bigger reasons is when we do these events, these training events, our hope as leaders is that you guys are hosting your own event alongside the training. So we give you this pre-recorded training, and our hope is that you gather with one or two people together. In person's best, but on Zoom would be second best because maybe your team is spread out. Okay. And the reason we want you to do that is it takes sacrifice to do this. It takes sacrifice to do an event. You got to plan it. You got to put some things off. Maybe it's the springtime, and maybe you got some projects around the house that you really need to get done. And maybe this Saturday is the perfect day to do it. Well, you would have to make a sacrifice and putting that off, maybe have to do that another time. And that's the whole point, guys, is people make time for the things that are important in their life. It has been this way since humans hit the earth. People make time for the things they feel are most important. So I always say if someone is doing events, I know that this business is important to them. It doesn't mean that if you don't do an event, it's not important. It just means that if you are attending an event live or you're hosting the event, there's some urgency in getting this done right now. And those are the people that I want to put my arms around. Those are the people that I want to support. And truthfully, for any of you guys to build a really big generational type business, it requires a team. And it's a team of people that are doing meetings, doing trainings, when maybe necessarily you're not doing the trainings. It's a system. We are building a massive system, right? And so that's the second piece to this why I would hope that you guys, if you're not going to be in Vegas, that you would attend this training this weekend, but get together with some people. Flex the promotion muscle. What's that mean? It means calling or texting and inviting some people together and then kind of like setting the table for them that it's going to be such a great event that they don't want to miss it, that they make some sacrifices. Maybe they don't sleep in, or maybe they don't go to a brunch. They come over to see you. Or better yet, what about this? Why don't you do the brunch? Have some people to your place. You do the brunch at your place. Part of the brunch is getting together with your business partners on Zoom or in person, watching the training, and then you have an opportunity where you could either on the front side of the training, do an opportunity meeting. We just gave you guys a slide deck. Why don't you break it in this Saturday with a training? Or maybe an opportunity meeting, or maybe you want to do a training, but something specific for your group. Maybe you know your group needs help with the invite, or maybe they need help with inviting to the business, not just the products. This is your opportunity this weekend to do it. Okay, so we will be releasing that on Saturday morning at 6 a.m. You will get the link. So it will be in the TBC's Facebook group. You'll see a post just like we've done every month prior for the last 6, 7 months. On Saturday morning of the Build and Grow Blueprint at 6 a.m., there is a post. We schedule it and it goes out with the link for the training so you guys can watch that. Okay. So be looking for that. And lastly, I will say that the company, if you don't know, has put together a fantastic incentive for all of us. And it's really twofold right now. They've put an extra 10% available for us in commissions for bringing in new business partners. All right. Bringing in new volume, an extra 10% match to the sharing bonus. So normally it's 10% on top of whatever level they fall in your first level. But now they're putting in that extra 10%, which is a phenomenal gift from the company. And if for some of you, if you're in that first 90 days, you're fast track, it's even more money on the table in that first 90 days. Okay. So be aware of that. If you've got new people, I heard stories about new people joining the business tonight. Robin, like you got new people. Holly's got new people. A bunch of you have some new people. There is some extra money on the table for those new people over the next 90 days. Okay. Go get the money. Lastly, the company is putting out rank advancement bonuses, and it's starting at SC1 consultant, senior consultant one, which is 2,000 points, is where the first rank advancement bonus will be. I believe it's 150. I think you guys maybe can confirm, or it's either 100 or 150, but I think it's 150. And then every rank above that earns more money. So I think senior consultant two is, $50 more, and it keeps climbing all the way up to executive consultant one, earning $1,000. Okay. Now, some of you might ask, well, is it based on what rank? Every year at January 1st, the company resets your rank based on the highest rank you achieved the year before. So if in 2025 your highest rank was SC1, then you're not, and maybe you've fallen behind SC1 this year. If you get to SC1, you're not going to get the bonus because that is your baseline rank. But if you get to SC2, then you'll earn that money. Okay. Maybe some of you have been around when you hit much higher ranks in the past with like product launches. We saw this a lot with all of our product launches. We see massive rank advancements with product launches. And maybe your volume and your rank has fallen back since that product launch. Like the biggest product launch I can remember in the past, um, there's been some others like with Axio X and Hydrate, which if you guys haven't had Hydrate, do yourself a favor and get some Hydrate. That is some good stuff. But Mind Body, when we launched Mind Body in the fall of 24, there were so many rank advancements. People rank advance like crazy. And then, of course, the volume doesn't stay the same. It kind of comes back some. You're not that same rank from 2024. It resets for where you were in 2025. So they do that to make it fair, as fair as possible each year in a calendar year for you guys to be able to take advantage of the bonuses. Okay, so I want you guys to go out and get your hands on this extra money. And for those of you that do qualify for it, we're going to be putting together our own pool of finances to make it even a little sweeter for you guys. Okay. And just a reminder that we are getting together in Vegas. And so be on the lookout for information happening for the team getting together in Vegas. It typically happens after the last session on Saturday. We do it pretty early because I know some of you maybe have red eye flights out. But we're looking forward to seeing all of our friends in Vegas, giving you guys a bunch of hugs, and being back with you guys, this family here, this next Monday. If you're a guest here tonight, thank you for being here. You heard a phenomenal story, obviously, very authentic. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for being here to hear it. If you're looking for more, if you want to move your family forward, the best way to do it is to put yourself in the right environment. And the right environment is an environment where people are doing just that, moving their families forward with success. This group is full of people doing that. And so the best way to do it, like, if you want to get in better shape, you hang out with people who are in better shape than you. If you want certain things financially, you hang around people who have some of those things financially. You guys know we are the average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with the most. And what I heard tonight, phenomenal, is Tori is one of those type people that when she walks in a room, she lights it up. That's what we want from all of you. There's a big lesson to be learned there. That was not Tori 16 years ago. She will tell you. She's learned how to be that person, and it's authentic, and it's powerful. So we love you, Tori, and we love all of you guys for being here. You guys have a great night, a great week. We'll see you guys in Vegas. We're gonna have fun, but we're gonna be there to build our business. So we'll see you. All right. Bye bye.